Blake Bortles makes sense as Rams backup QB if the price is right. Thanks to their blockbuster trade with the Tennessee Titans 3 years ago, the Los Angeles Rams are no longer looking for their franchise quarterback. They have Jared Goff. What Los Angeles doesn't have is a viable backup for Goff. Sean Mannion is. There are likely a lot of fans hoping their team stays away from the former number 3 overall pick, but Bortles does make sense as Goff's backup. There is a caveat. A one-year deal would be an ideal scenario for Bortles in Los Angeles, but sinking more than $5 million into the backup quarterback spot would be a mistake. This isn't like this. Bortles shouldn't even command the $7 million fully guaranteed contract Ryan Tannehill got from Tennessee when the Dolphins traded him to the Titans. Goff himself, a more reasonable contract for Bortles to get from the Rams would be 1 year at around $3.5 million, something in the range of Nate Sudfeld and Chad Henne's deals. It might help that Chase Daniel and Tyrod Taylor are on the next tier at $5 million and $5.5 million per year, respectively, and while it may not seem like a huge difference from $3.5 million, that's a big gap for a team like the Rams. Compare that salary to the one for a drafted quarterback, say, in the 5th round, who will make around $2.7 million for 4 years, depending on where he's selected. It's far easier to. Bortles is probably better than any 5th round rookie, but he's also going to be far more expensive. There's a chance Sean, the former Jaguar signal caller, has never completed more than 61% of his passes, has thrown 75 interceptions in 5 seasons and fumbled it 46 times, but he wasn't the number 3 overall pick for no reason. Bortles is a talent. Again, Goff is in no danger of losing his job, and Los Angeles wouldn't be bringing Bortles in to take over in a year or two. The Rams simply. The Jaguars went 10-6 and nearly reached the Super Bowl behind Bortles at quarterback in 2017 thanks to a strong running game and an elite defense. The Rams have taught. This all comes down to price, though. The Rams don't have.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.